Hi everyone, welcome to AltVR. AltVR is a non-gaming VR YouTube channel, so instead of focusing on games, we are rather interested in VR experiences. Now, in this episode, I'm going to take a look at some nostalgic SteamVR Home environments. So I first stumbled over one of these when I was just checking out some games, and I saw one of the open lobbies where someone was in or at Outset Island from Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. Now, I loved this game when I was growing up, and since then I've found more of these environments at the Steam homepage, some from World of Warcraft, Super Mario, and other games. So I'm going to take a look at some of these, just really cool and nostalgic VR environments that you can actually immerse yourself in games or even movies that you once loved. For instance, you can go to End in the Shire as well. So I'm just going to show you these various ones and how you can access them for free. So let's go. Alright, so here I am in SteamVR Home, and if you click this button, then you get up this, well, not this menu, but this menu. And here you can see, for instance, well, first of all, you can change your background, you can download some images here, you can sort of customize your environment. I like this Cyberpunk 2077 sunset, for instance. But you can also access environments from this menu here. And here you can see that I have quite a lot available, and these can be basically replaced from the current environment, my SteamVR Home, which I'm in. But where you can download these yourself is in this Environments tab on this wall. So here you can click on Valve Environments, for instance, and you can browse these and sort of subscribe to them, which lets you download these yourself. So we can see here as an example, I can click subscribe here, and then it will download the environment, and later I can go on or inside this, either with some friends or in my own instance. So these environments are representing your home. So basically this environment you can have as Kakariko Village, which we're going to visit now. So let's check out some of these options. Alright, so here we are in Kakariko Village from The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. Now, I mean, even just the music is enough to take you back, right? I love this music. It's some of my favorite things to play either on the guitar or the violin, just learning these old Zelda songs because they have so much emotion attached to them. And it's beautiful being able to just listen to this, walk around in the environments where you really have childhood memories, basically. So I remember that I didn't own a Nintendo 64 myself, but a couple of my friends had it, and we used to play this when I was visiting. I later got to complete the game actually on a Nintendo 3DS, which was also great fun. But it is something special being here in VR, and I think this is basically identical to how it looks. I at least can't see any difference. Things look a bit crisper, but that's sort of mainly because you're able to see things from a distance, and then sort of a lower resolution turns into a higher resolution, right? But yeah, it's real fun, and like the other songs, like Song of Storms here, these are definitely some of my favorite songs to play and listen to. Yeah, the songs have so much emotion attached to them. So yeah, this is really fun, and if you like this place, you can turn it into your SteamVR Home. I haven't done that, but it's still fun to visit and just walking around and checking out everything. Of course, like the horse and the items, they're quite dead. They don't have any interaction with them and so on. But I still think that this is a really interesting thing. But for now, let's go into another environment in Stormwind City from World of Warcraft. Alright, so this may be nostalgia for someone. I actually never really played World of Warcraft. I was more like a RuneScape guy, even when that wasn't that popular anymore. I played it a lot. Actually, I had a YouTube channel which was fairly popular back then, but YouTube wasn't really a thing, so I kind of stopped doing that. But I have a friend and I introduced him to this environment and he thought it was awesome, so I thought it would be worth to just show you guys that this is also available for the World of Warcraft fans out there. This is also really well done, it looks great, and the same sort of principle that, you get really high resolution when you're looking from things from afar. And I hope that someone will appreciate this at least. I don't get that many emotions sort of walking around here, but this is really cool. And it also has a few interactive items. that you actually can sort of pick up and so on. Not that much, but it's yeah, still interesting. And the music here as well, I presume it's from the original. I can't really distinguish it, but yeah, I think World of Warcraft fans would really enjoy visiting this environment. Now, let's move on to Super Mario, which I definitely played as a kid again at some friend's house because I didn't have the 64. But here again, the music and just everything is, yeah, it's really fun to watch. And also has some, yeah, this is basically a giant environment. It has, I think, everything from the game, but you can't really sort of into the worlds that you go to in these pictures. You can't really go that far. But apart from that, this is also really well made, and you get the experience. I actually fell out of the game briefly, as you can see here, and there you get to see how actually vast this is and that it covers basically everything that you can enter from the castle. Now, to my favorite game ever, I think. So I didn't have the 64, but I got the GameCube, and I remember having this game early on, playing it the Christmas I received it, and I just loved this game. I was also finally sort of old enough to actually really play games, like understand some dialogue and what you're going to do, just not some sort of dumb fooling around and trying to make things work. And again, the music from this game is absolutely amazing. Yeah, it's really interesting, and this looks great. I like that they even have the shaders on the controllers. Yeah, so I love this game. I wish there were more environments from this apart from Outset Island, which is sort of the island where you're starting from. And of course, I wish that there were other navigating options apart from teleporting, because it's not that immersive, but it's really, really nice to be immersed in this environment. Yeah, especially with the music following it, it's just a great experience. So, any Wind Waker fans out there, definitely check out this. I would consider turning this into my Steam Home, actually. I haven't done it so far, but yeah, it's really nice. Now, going away from the game genre, at least in a sense, we're going to End in the Shire, and this is really beautiful. Also in terms of music, unfortunately, there is no music attached to this, probably because the copyright is, yeah, more complicated with sort of recent motion pictures and not old games. But this is really cool, being able to sort of visit Shire Home and yeah, going inside Bag End, exploring, finding out how big it actually is. I don't know if this sort of is the actual model, because I've only seen it how it looks in the movies, but it looks accurate. Only there is a lot more to explore. So everything is not identical here. There are some objects that are sort of from the more Steam package, and some random references to other games and so on, things that look a bit more out of world, but it's still really well made, at least yeah, the parts that we've seen in the movies. And you can also find the ring here somewhere. Unfortunately, you can't pick it up, which kind of sucks, but this environment has a lot of interactables. You can basically pick up anything that you see. And yeah, I really wish that the music was available here. I mean, even for the YouTube video, I couldn't find something that I could add on top of this, and unfortunately you can't listen to the music. Well, you can turn it on yourself. But this was really vibey in the same way, because, I mean, who wouldn't like to live in the Shire, right? So this is quite a lot to explore, actually, and yeah, should also be suitable for a Steam Home VR environment. It also looks great. It's really well produced, super high resolution, and performs well. So this was definitely a great experience. So the last thing I'm going to show in this video is another Hobbit house, which is not like an identical replication of some other Hobbit house, at least that I know of. So we're going to take a look at that because it might be interesting for you who are into the Lord of the Rings vibe here. Alright, so here we are outside sort of the last Hobbit house. The nature doesn't look that well, very Unreal Engine asset pack looking, but it still looks great. I mean, nothing to complain about, really. And yeah, you can see it. I think it's the same person who made it, actually. So you can go in here. Unfortunately, you can't go that much further than inside the door, but it's still a really nice home, and I mean, who wouldn't want to have a cottage like this? So yeah, you can like the sort of coziness with the crackling of the fire and so on. Alright everyone, that was it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed this, and if you did, then you can check these out yourself at Steam for free. You can of course also browse and find a lot of other ones that I probably missed. If you enjoyed this video, then please take time to like the video and also subscribe to the channel if you would like to see more content from us. In this way we'll be able to reach more people, and you'll also get notified when we do release that content. So thank you.